World leaders are panicking after Donald Trump announced the withdrawal of thousands of US troops from Syria and indicated he was prepared to do the same in Afghanistan. As US Defense Secretary Jim Mattis resigned over the dramatic move, allies were gripped with fears of global instability and major damage to their relationships with Washington. European Council on Foreign Relations co-chair Carl Bildt described a morning of alarm in Europe, with Mr. Trump withdrawing 2,000 troops from war-torn Syria and planning to remove almost half of the 14,000 in Afghanistan. Mr. Bildt said General Mattis had been the remaining strong bond between the Trump administration and allies across the Atlantic. All the others are fragile at best or broken at worst, he tweeted. France's Defense Minister Florence Parly told RTL Radio the French government does not at all share Mr. Trump's belief the fight in Syria is over and Islamic State defeated. We have defeated ISIS in Syria, my only reason for being there during the Trump presidency. After historic victories against ISIS, it's time to bring our great young people home. Getting out of Syria was no surprise. I've been campaigning on it for years. And 6 months ago, when I very publicly wanted to do it, I agreed to stay longer. Russia, Iran, Syria and others are the local enemy of ISIS. We were doing the work. Time to come home and rebuild. Does the USA want to be the policeman of the Middle East, getting nothing but spending precious lives and trillions of dollars protecting others who, in almost all cases, do not appreciate what we're doing? Do we want to be the forever? Time for others to finally fight. Russia, Iran, Syria and many others are not happy about the US leaving, despite what the fake news says, because now they will have to fight ISIS and others, who they hate, without us. I am building by far the most powerful military in the world. ISIS hits us, they are doomed. Norbert Röttgen, chairman of Germany's Foreign Affairs Committee, said General Mattis's exit in February would leave behind an unrestrained Trump, which is a dangerous signal for the year ahead. He said the US Defense Secretary, dubbed the sole remaining grown-up in the room, was the last man standing for maintaining the nation's existing foreign policy, warning Europe would need to rely more on ourselves. Australia, which has hundreds of troops in Syria, was beginning to have the same realization.